everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Matt.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. Now it's Ellington to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 18. Now Palmer on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. Still going. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 43 yards.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. But Fitzgerald, gosh, 3rd overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
Right now, 18.
On second down, Palmer. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. J.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third.
Let's go.
There you go, play action with Palmer. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Osweiler on first down. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
He's got Fuller. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Throwing again, Osweiler. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And speaking of Lamar Miller, up over 1,000 yards this season for the Houston Texans, 5 touchdowns as well. And the 2nd time in his 5-year career, he topped the 1,000 mark.
And he did it missing 2 games due to injury, so just think of what the numbers could have been. But looking forward, he is such a versatile player. I would not be surprised if Bill O'Brien adds a little more to his plate in 2017 and throws the ball a little bit more to him out of the backfield. Get him into space and let him create bigger plays that way as well. Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? So the drive there took 6 plays. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And now here's Ross. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Palmer to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Cushing in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Osweiler dumps it complete to Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John, why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, Oh, you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run with Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They go play action now. Osweiler. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Calais Campbell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good. Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen in. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. He's got daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And they lulled them to sleep a little bit there on defense. They were definitely expecting the punt. They fake it, and they get 6 points. And what a bonus for the offense, because when they faked it, I think they were just trying to get a first down with this pass. Instead, they get a touchdown. Novak to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they catch him napping a bit. They go with a fake punt, able to get it out complete, and then take it all the way into the end zone for 6 points. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They said, all right.
David Johnson on his way. 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 78 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. There's an athlete going a long way. Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6. And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds? Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half. I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 73 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Novak is on to attempt the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Now, the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touch.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Palmer. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Surveying the field. And Gresham has it left side. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Red zone opportunity. Again, it's Palmer. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim, none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Osweiler's going to throw it. He's got Fuller. And they'll be in. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now it's Osweiler. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wondered about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
A first down carry now for Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Miller. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
And a first carry here for Jonathan Grimes. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Jonathan Grimes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 3 yards to go on 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. One receiver right, that's Brown.
Get ready. Wide 18. Wide 18.
Now Palmer on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now the Texans want to call another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One receiver left, three to the right.
Let's go.
One last shot for Palmer. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off.
We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Joe Flacco with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens.
Really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
On second down, Flacco to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Fighting through. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Defense.
Now the Packers get set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time.
And they will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jared Cook with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the
This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Well, we haven't been...
Toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mike Wallace, 25 yards for the touchdown. 22.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Flacco.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo.
Steve Smith all by his lonesome. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Smith, 77 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear
toes and getting a big stop. And this is intercepted, and the big fella picked off by and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.